Assalamu alaikum students. Good morning all of you. I hope you all are fit and fine. So let's continue our chapter number 11, Sunita in Space, from page number 105. Look at this photograph of the earth taken from a spaceship. From such photographs today we know what the earth looks like. But thousands of years ago people could only imagine what the earth looked like. Scientists tried hard to find out how big is the earth, how does it go around. So you can see the photograph of the earth that is given here. So this photograph is taken from the space, and from this photograph we came to know that how is our earth. But thousands of years ago people was just imagining that how the earth is. Now look at this photograph and tell. First question is, can you see India? So answer is here yes, but not so clearly. So you can see the India by the shape, but you cannot see it clearly. Now second is, can you recognize any other place? So it is very difficult to recognize any other place exactly. Now where is the sea? So you can see the blue portion over here, that is the sea. So the blue part of the picture is sea. Now do you find anything similar between the globe and this picture of the earth? In what way are they different? So on the earth you can only see the land and the seas, okay, and on the globe you can see different countries, then oceans and seas, okay. So the answer is the similarity in both the cases is the land and the sea areas can be distinguished. However, the entire land area is divided into various countries on the globe, which is not so in the case of this picture of the earth. Okay, so we can see the different countries on the globe, but we cannot see the different countries on the earth. Now, do you think Sunita could make out Pakistan, Nepal, and Burma separately when she saw the earth from the space? So, no, I do not think so. Now, next questions. Look at a globe in your school and tell. So, can you find India? So, yes, we can find India on the globe. Now, where do you find the sea? So, the blue parts of the globe are seas. Which countries can you see? So, we can see all the countries. So, some of the countries' name are given here. I can see all the countries like India, Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, etc. Okay. Now, can you see some of the countries with which India plays cricket matches? For example, England, Australia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and South Africa. So, yes, we can see all the countries on the globe. So, yes, I can see all these countries. Now, next question is, what else can you see on the globe? So, you can see three things on the globe, that is countries, oceans, and continents. Now, Uzera and Shamir are looking at the different countries on the globe. Uzera, see there are lines between the different countries on this globe. Are such lines also there on the earth? So Uzera is telling that we can see that there are lines between different countries. So Uzera is telling that are such lines are there really on the earth? So Shamir, there must be. There are there on the map of the India in this book. See, there are lines between the different states too, okay. So on the map of the India also you can see the lines between the different states, okay. Now Uzera, if we go from Delhi to Rajasthan, would we find such lines made on the ground? So Uzera is saying that if we go from Delhi to Rajasthan, so we can find such lines on the ground also. So look at the map of your country and tell. So you can see the map over here. Now first question is, can you find the state in which you live in? Write its name on the map, okay. So we all know that we are living in Gujarat. So we can see Gujarat, okay, here. So we have to write here, yes, I can find the state which I live in, it is Gujarat. Now, which are the states next to the state you live in? So you can see here that next to Gujarat there is Rajasthan, then Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Now next question is, have you been to any other state? Okay, so you have to write in which state you have gone through. Then yes, I have been to many states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, etc. Now fourth question is, Shahmir thinks that there are lines drawn on the ground between the states. What do you think? Okay, so as we all have discussed this, there is no such lines on the ground between the states. It's all on the map only. Okay, so you can see such lines on the map only. These lines are not on the ground. Now, when Sunita saw the earth from the space, she found the earth very beautiful. Many thoughts came to her mind as she describes it. From so far away, one can only make out the land and the sea. One cannot see the different countries. Division into countries has been done by us. All the lines on the maps are made by us. They are in our minds. I wish we all think about this. Where are the lines really? Okay. So when Sunita saw the earth from the space, so earth was looking very beautiful. Now on the earth, if you see the earth from the space, so you can only see the land and the sea. You cannot see the different countries on the earth. Okay, and the divisions between the different countries are made by us. Okay, they are not on the earth. On the globe you can see the different lines between different countries, so they are made by us, and that lines are in our minds. Okay, so nobody is knowing where exactly that line should be. Now look at the sky, Shamir. He closes one eye and moves the coin back and forth while looking at the moon. Look, I can hide the moon behind this coin. Okay, so he closes one eye and he moves the coin, and he is saying that I can hide the moon behind this coin. Now Uzera, wow, imagine hiding such a big moon behind such a small coin. Now question is, why don't you try to do the same with a coin? How many centimeters away from the eye did you keep the coin to hide the moon? So answer is here, to hide the moon completely, the coin has to kept at 25 centimeters away from the eye. Okay, so if you want to hide the moon behind that coin, so you have to keep the coin at 25 centimeters away from the eye. Now think, do you think the moon is flat like the coin or round like a ball? So moon is round like a ball. Now, have you ever looked carefully at the sky at night? Don't the twinkling stars look magical? And sometimes the moon is silvery and bright. Why sometimes it is nowhere to be seen in the black sky? So, have you ever looked at the sky? So, yes, we can see the stars and moon. Okay, so we can see the stars twinkling at night, and we can see that sometimes the moon is very bright, and sometimes we cannot see the moon in the sky. Now look at the moon tonight and draw what it looks like. Look and draw again after 1 week and then after 15 days. So you have to look today at the moon and you have to draw the shape of the moon. Then you have to look at the moon after 1 week and you have to draw it, and you have to look after 15 days and you have to draw the moon, and you have to notice that what all change is happening. Okay, now find out, when is the next full moon? At what time will the moon rise on this day? What does the moon look like on this day? Draw it. Okay, so the next full moon is on 19th of next month. That day the moon will rise at little late and will look spherical on this day. Okay, so on 19th of November you can see the full moon, and the shape of the moon is spherical. Now next question is, what are the festivals related to the moon? So there are many festivals related to moon like Eid, Karwa Chauth, etc. Now at night, look at the sky carefully for 5 minutes. What could you see? so I could see the moon, stars, etc. Okay, so you can see moon, stars at night. Now, did you see anything moving in the sky? What do you think it would be? A star or a shooting star or a satellite? Find out about this. Okay, so yes, I saw something moving in the sky. The thing which appears to cross the sky quickly is a shooting star. The satellite looks like a moving tiny dot which appears to move very slowly. Okay, so when you yes, so you have seen that something is moving in the sky. So the thing which moves quickly is a shooting star, and the thing which is looking like a tiny dot and which is appearing very slowly, okay, which moves very slowly, that is the satellite. So what is satellite? Satellites are used for TV, telephones, and for weather reports. Now look at the table and tell, given below are the times at which the moon rises and sets in Delhi. Okay, so you can see the dates are given here, and the time of moon rise and time of moon set. So first question is, on 28th October, the moon came out at 16 minutes past dash o'clock. Okay, so you have to see here what's the time on 28:10 of moonrise. So 19 hours and 16 minutes. Okay, so you have to write here 16 minutes and 19 hours means 7 hours. Now on 29 October, the moon came out at dash minute past dash o'clock. Okay, so 2017, so you have to write here 17 minutes and 8 o'clock. Now 29 October, there was a difference of dash hours and dash minutes in the time of the moon rise as compared to 28 October. So what you have to do, you have to minus 19 hours and 16 minutes from 20 hours and 17 minutes. So answer will be 1 hour and 1 minute. Now next question is, if you saw the moon rising at 7 p.m. today, would you see it at the same time tomorrow? So no, I would not see the moon at the same time tomorrow. You cannot see the moon at the same time. Okay, now next question is, on 31st October, the time of setting of the moon is given as 12:03. Have you ever seen the moon at 12 in the afternoon? Why don't we easily see the moon or stars during the day? So you can see here that on 31st October, the time of moon set is 12 hours and 3 minutes. Okay, so no, I have never seen the moon at 12 in the afternoon, right? During the day, the sunlight is too much, and hence we are unable to see the moon or star. Okay, so during the daytime we cannot see the moon and stars, okay, because of the sunlight. Now do your best and things will work out. When Sunita was 5 years old, she saw pictures of Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. In 1969, Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. Okay, so who is Neil Armstrong? Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. And when Sunita was 5 years old, she saw the picture of Neil Armstrong. Like any other child, Sunita was also fascinated. Sunita says that when she was a young girl, she really loved sports and swimming. Okay, so when she was young, she loved sports and swimming. She was never too interested in studies. After high school, Sunita wanted to become a diver. Okay, so Sunita has no interest in studies, and now she wants to become a diver. Diver is a person who swims underwater using special breathing equipments, but she could not get into that course. Instead, she became a helicopter pilot. Okay, so now she became helicopter pilot. One day she found out that if she studied and trained for it, she could join the space mission, get the training, so she can join the space mission. And that is what she did. In 2007, Sunita Williams set a new record for the longest space flight by a woman. Now, Sunita often gives her own example to tell children, if you want something but you get something else, okay? So, if you want something and you do not get that thing, okay? So, do not give up. Do your best and things will work out. When Sunita was asked by a child, what would she like to do in the future? So one child asked to Sunita that what would she like to do in future. So she answered, I want to become a school teacher, so that she could make children understand how science and maths are closely linked to our lives. Okay, so she wants to become a school teacher and she wants to explain to children that how science and maths are joined and to with our lives. Now, what we have learned. Why do children always slide down the slide and not slide up? If the slide were dead in Sunita's spacecraft, would children slide like this? Why? So, answer is given here. Children always slide down the slide of the Earth's gravitational force. However, if this slide were there in Sunita's spacecraft, children would not slide like this because there is no gravitational force in the space. Okay, so there is a gravitational force on the Earth, so Earth attracts everything towards itself. So here the children slide down and not slide up, and as there is no gravitational force in the space, so children would not slide like this. Now next question is, why do we see stars mostly at night? So stars are mostly seen at night because there is no sunlight in the night. Thus the light coming from the stars could reach us and we are able to see them. Okay, so at the daytime, as there is sunlight, so we cannot see the stars and the moon, but at night there is no sunlight, so we can see the stars and moon. Now looking at Earth from the space, Sunita said different countries cannot be seen as separate from here. These lines are on paper, they are made by us. What do you understand by this? So boundaries between nations are created by humans. The nature had made a single earth. Okay, so the boundaries which you can see, okay, on the globe, that is made by us and it is not in the real. I hope you have understood this chapter. Allah Hafiz all of you. Have a nice day.